Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport. And man, this place is rocking today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week. The Alabama Crimson Tide against the 18th ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Handoff running right. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made by the tight end. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Receiver makes the grab. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the junior gets home, making a sack there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Staley. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Single back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28th.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
They'll run it to the left. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Ohio State 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Here comes the jet sweep, trying to run it to the edge. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Getting set. Here's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. The Buckeyes under the line in the hurry up.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. Catch made on the left side. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. second and goal for the offense. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Escapes the sack. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Caught with the back behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's fourth and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He stays alive. He eludes the rush. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Alabama. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
No problem with PAT right down the middle.
14, Ohio State, 7.
Bringing it out. It's Scott. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he'll set up to throw. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Second down after the incompletion.
Yankee blue. It's 29 Philly. 2-9 Griffin. Go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's going to be a loss on the play. Full set of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Got it.
That sack makes it third down.
Let's go.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And here comes a deep shot. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on
them. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the football. The sure hands. It's Staley. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They'll tackling him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on third down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage, though, to tackle him at the 11-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rifles this football to the left. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So, of course, the half cannot end on a defensive penalty. We got one final untimed down with zeros on the clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's running out of time here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Ooh, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
But just how about the effort by that wide receiver? I know he didn't get the first down, but breaking multiple tackles just to try to fight to come up with a first down. He comes close, and he gives him a chance here to potentially think about going for it.
4-2 Spider.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost him.
He's going to hand this off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown. Tied.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception of this football game.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
24, Ohio State, 14.
Bringing it out. It's Scott. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 30, past the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Bring up 2nd down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They're going to run it here. And they stop him just short of the defense, really backed up now. It's first and goal.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Third and goal, will try to run it in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And that is just a great job by this defense on third down. Getting penetration, they come up with a loss. Now, it's a big decision. Fourth down, as an offensive coordinator, you've been going backwards. What do you call?
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Here's the fair catch by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The pocket breaking down. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Press it, run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. He gains 9, so it's second and 1. No huddle now for the offense.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. The pass rush closing in. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Defense is coming after him. Caught quickly. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of...
It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Alabama now operating in the red zone. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Press coverage now from the secondary. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They'll go for it. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
Ohio State, 17.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Hit just as he throws the ball. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.